Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the other apostles of great Millstone who teach our well, and shalom to the sincere Akim, spreading truth with sincerity. Shalom. So what I want to talk about in this video is that, just speak, man. Just speak the words in the Heavenly Father, man. And, this video is directed towards those brothers that, might feel that they are not really able to teach that well, or that, the way or the mannerism in which they speak is not eloquent enough or something. But we should not, let those, be reasons for us not to speak these words, man. If we look at Moses for an example, he was the meekest man upon the earth, man. He was a very intelligent man in the wisdom and understanding of the Egyptians, also in their language, because he was raised among them people, man. But when he had to speak unto our people, the Israelites, which spoke the Hebrew language, he was not that eloquent, in his speech. He was not, comfortable talking in the Hebrew tongue, man. But the Most High, he still, corrected Moses on what he said concerning his speech, man. That the Most High is the one that would put, the words in his mouth, and that, he would, make him speak. Eventually, what happened is that Aaron became, the mouthpiece of Moses, and that whatever the Most High wanted to speak unto our people, he first, spoke unto Moses, man. But the lesson that we can still learn from that situation is that, the Most High, shall be with our speech, man. He shall be with our tongue when we speak the words of the Heavenly Father in sincerity and truth. And this is something that we also need to believe, man. And hey, if you need, to put up a prayer beforehand, for the Most High, to put His word in your mouth, just do it, man. Just do it. Because if you ask it in faith, you're going to receive it as well. You see? So, if I look at myself, I'm not the greatest speaker neither, man. If you look at my first videos that I made, which, you won't even really be able to look back at them because those channels got deleted, I spoke in a way that, was like very, how you say that? I wasn't even being able to really, still open to this day, man. I still have to think about certain things that I want to say, and I can't really, put the words, really out there, man. But that's not something that should withhold me, to bring out the information of the Heavenly Father, man. And me personally, I'm a person, I really like the history. So I like to come up with facts. I like to use certain sheets, or I like to use the text that I can use to back up, what I'm saying. Let the scriptures be backed up, for instance, with secular history. And if those are ways for me, to improve my teaching, or if whatever I'm saying is just short and direct, straight to the point, without all kind of information on the sides, then that's it. Often we try, and I'm also guilty of that, when I think I said something and it wasn't really clear to the audience, I'm gonna, say my whole thing again, basically prolonging that which I said. Meanwhile, the first time it could have already been understood by the audience, man. So you have to find your own style within the teachings and make it your own, man. You have to do that because your style of teaching might be the thing that attracts someone else. There are certain people that like to listen, to certain elders, or that like to listen to certain brothers because of the way that they teach and bring out information, man. Even Jeremiah, he was like, when he was just a child, he was like, hey, but I'm just a child, man. How am I going to speak these words? And the Most High basically corrected him on that as well. Like, hey, he told Jeremiah, I ordained thee a prophet, man. So if you come back in the lot as a prophet, no matter the way that you speak, the Most High is going to make sure that you're going to speak His words, man. No matter if you are, according to yourself, incapable of being a good teacher, or if the way that you speak is not eloquent enough. The Most High will find a way. And don't forget, practice makes perfect, man. So if you, need some time, to improve your own teachings, and you get better over time, and you know that according to your own understanding about yourself, hey, man, then that means that you're only going to get better as time progresses, man. And that's the beautiful thing of being in this truth, man. Being allowed to get time, to also teach and preach, to make lessons, to come up with topics and teach those topics. Meanwhile, other brothers are there to support you with your teachings. Those are all ways for you to improve yourself on your teachings, man. For instance, the thing that I, got corrected on in the beginning, when I came in the truth, came up amongst the brothers of GMS, was the way that I read. I didn't read good. The way that I read was not comprehensible for those that would listen to me. And then the brothers, they pinpointed, what I did wrong. I put up my prayers, and eventually, my reading got improvement over time. And now, I don't hear those same things. I don't hear the brothers complain about my reading. So if you don't get corrected on it, it means that you're actually doing something, that is how it's supposed to be done. But that's just, referring to the reading, of course, because, hey, you yourself have to find a certain way of your teaching. And even if you're teaching, the way that you teach is not necessarily, I don't want to say incorrect, but it might not be beneficial in a certain way. For instance, what I like to do is sometimes I like to talk about personal things, but it might not always be beneficial to the audience to know about my personal stuff. So recently, the brother said, hey, sometimes, it's better to just discuss this among the brothers, and then, just don't speak about it in the camp, because not everybody needs to know, certain business. See, so those are still ways, to improve your teaching, man, to make it better, But Rawchaa, the point of this video concerning just speak the words of the Heavenly Father, whether you feel, you're not able to, whether you don't speak eloquently according to yourself, or whether you're not able to find the right words, it don't matter, man. The Most High is still able to use you, So with that, I hope and pray that this video was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the other apostles of great Millstone who teach and rule well. And shalom to the sincere Akim, Spanish truth and sincerity. Shalom.